Hello friends, and welcome back to another bullet journal video. In this video, I am planning out a Save-Opoly bullet journal spread, and I am so excited because I have wanted to do this for years. I have had a screenshot in my phone that will pop up on the screen here from 2019. I believe I took the screenshot when I still had Facebook. So I don't know who the artist is, unfortunately, but ever since I saw this spread, it is something I've wanted to do. And now that I am going to be moving into a new bullet journal, I figured this would be a great opportunity to finally create a similar spread. The two pens I'm using in this spread is the Fiber Castell PITT Artist Pen in black and it's size S, and the Pigma Micron 01 in black. My Pigma Micron is actually on its way to drying out, so I'm just trying to use it up as much as it'll let me, and so you'll see me kind of going over my lines a couple times when I start using that pen. To make my life easier, I drew out this entire spread in pencil, and I am now going over the lines in black pen. I do end up making a mistake that I will correct later. Basically, I knew I wasn't going to be able to draw a teeny tiny train car for the railroad card, so I accidentally drew the lines as if it were a property. So I'm going to have to wipe those out later in the video. And then I decide what to do to replace the little train car, and I think it comes out pretty good. I am adding some Happy Planner stickers to spell out Save-Opoly. Fun fact, Monopoly is actually one of my favorite board games ever. It's just not a very fun game to play with two people, so I don't get to play very often, but when I do, I get really competitive, and I just love this game so much. Now I am just touching up a little bit of the lines before I start coloring in the property colors. I did refer to some Google images of the board because I couldn't remember which colors were which and which direction they went in, and I also wanted to make sure my colors were as accurate to the classic board game as much as possible. I should also mention the colors I'm using are Tombow Dual Brush Pens, and at the end of this video I will show you the exact markers with their marker number, so if you wanted to create this spread you have a reference. Now I am writing in the amounts, so ideally you would roll a die and whatever card your die lands on is how much money you would put in savings. I realized after I was done filming, and kind of actually in the middle of filming, but I went along with it anyway, my numbers at the top, once I get to that point and I list out the amounts, don't really reflect the amounts I have on the board. So the numbers I have on the board are actually higher because I'm able to save a lot more money versus just $10 or $20 a month or a week or something. So I made the amounts a little bit high, and then I realized the top section is kind of a lower amount. So I don't know if I'll really use that top amount. I just figured this spread would be a lot of fun to create and I always wanted to. So we'll see at the end of using this new bullet journal if this spread was even functional or if it's just decorative. Next up, I am working on the electric company and waterworks images, and for waterworks I just drew a water droplet, which I had to Google like a cartoon water droplet as an easy reference since I can't really draw. For the electric company, this one was a little bit more challenging for me because like I said, I can't draw, so I decided to attempt to draw a light bulb. I made the decision not to color these in because I kind of like the simplicity of it and I didn't want any of the colors to really clash with the property colors. Right now I am attempting to doodle and draw in pencil first the light bulb, and now going in with my Pigma Micron pen to draw out the details. Now I am whiting out the lines where I accidentally made a mistake. So these are going to be the railroad crossing cards. I'm whiting out these lines with my white Jelly Roll pen and drawing in pencil the railroad crossing sign, since that was a simpler and effective symbol to show this is railroad without having to draw a teeny tiny train car. I think I would need a smaller pen than my 0.25 millimeter Micron. So this worked out pretty effectively and came out pretty good. The finishing touch on this spread is a simple sticker from the Save Now, Spend Later Happy Planner sticker book. And that is going to be it for this Save-Opoly bullet journal spread. I really loved how it turned out, and I also had so much fun putting it together. I think the only things I would change is next time that top row, I will have it so it's facing me and not the other way, but that is accurate to how the board game is laid out. And then I would change the numbers up at the top to make them higher to go along with the higher numbers on the board. But other than that, love how it turned out. Here are the Tombow Dual Brush Pens that I used for this spread. Please like this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.